Hi guys, Alice Taylor down here at Living Golf Academy, and Taylormade have just launched the new P790 iron. It's a forged head, hollow construction, filled with speed foam. Now, as ever, there's a lot of hype around a new Taylormade launch, but it's been made extra interesting at the moment by PXG basically filing a legal suit against, first of all, it being allowed out to market, but second of all, saying that it's infringing on some of the patents. Now, we're right at the end of September 2017. Taylormade have been allowed to bring it to market, so if you're watching it further down the road, you'll certainly know what the outcome of the court case has been. But what I'm really interested in is what is the difference then between the 790 and the PXG irons. So a lot of this, I think, is about, if my facts are straight, are about the fact of the face being very thin, it being a forged hollow head with a material inside, and PXG are basically saying that this is too close to their technology. Now, it's an interesting stance because I think PXG have been very clear that it's about manufacturing processes and the quality of the product that's going in. So it's maybe a change of tact for them, but we're going to hit 5 real balls, Taylormade TP5s on GC Quad with each club, kind of see what the results are like, give you some feedback on looks and feel, and then decide, even with what's going on in the courts and kind of what's gone on design wise, what is the difference between these? Are they different, and which one might you be looking at to go in your bag? Right then guys, so loads and loads of hype around these two models, particularly at the moment. Taylormade are always good, kind of shouting about how good their product is. Like I said, it's been interesting with what's gone on kind of with PXG claiming that maybe this club shouldn't be on the market. But let's hit the 5 shots. We're going to start with PXG. Hit the 5 shots. The key thing with these is, you know, very, very thin face and hollow construction, which for a forged product is interesting how the manufacturing processes are done. But we're expecting kind of very forgiving, very quick ball speeds, good distances, but also feeling really, really good from a forged product. So I'm going to pop ball speeds up on screen as always, because we're looking for lots of speed out of these. And PXG 0311XF, so the most forgiving model. Oh, do love how that feels. So soft, but for something feeling soft with great ball speed is kind of like the perfect combination for me. So let's go again. Yeah. And we've had a few guys already that bought the PXG irons, and you know, their feedback in the fitting, and certainly once they've had the product, they've really, really enjoyed it. It is a higher price point and it's not for everybody. I do love the feel. XF for me is a little bit chunky. I'd probably go for kind of the 0311 as my set. I might have a 3 iron in this one, or the new driving irons look very, very nice. So you can see from the numbers popping up on screen, you know, pretty quick with a 7 iron. I have got a little injury at the moment, so I'm not able to swing quite as quickly as I would normally, but I'm within a few mile an hour, so I think generally speaking anything over 120 mile an hour. Ball speed for me is normally good with a 7 iron. I love those. I do think they're great. Okay, so that's kind of been in the marketplace for a while. Obviously the big talking point now is the Taylormade P790. So for me, obviously a little bit more compact head, but still chunky top line. And I know from my kind of review video on this, I actually reviewed the 4 iron because I felt it was kind of in the long irons. This is where I'd see the benefit. So I've not actually used the 7 iron before, but looks great behind the ball. And again, feels very nice. So yeah, first shot with the 7-iron there, good. So it's soft. I mean, I would personally say that I think the PXG one is a little bit softer, which from my perspective, I'd probably prefer the slightly softer one. But I don't think all of these are going to be flush out the middle of the club, so it'll be interesting as well to see how consistent both of these clubs are. But that is nice, very high. And I saw that when I tested the long iron in this, you know, I was able to really get it out there, hit it high. Did that one on GC2, which always thinks it's 20 degrees. Actually, GC Quad kind of can feel the temperature as well because it's got a thermometer in it. And we're about 13 degrees down here today, so a little bit colder. So I'm not expecting to see this go quite as far as indoor. Whoa. I think I could put either of those in my bag. Not sure about the full set. Maybe a little chunkier on the eye, but definitely in those longer clubs. Wow. Okay then guys, so 5 really solid ones with the PXG and the Taylormade. Let's look at some numbers and see who comes out on top. Okay then guys, so we'll look at numbers and we can see the average ball speed, 120 with PXG, 121 with the Taylormade. Taylormade launching a little bit lower, but spinning a bit more. Now I did have 2 very low spinning ones with the PXG, which there's a little bit of drizzle in the air and maybe just a little bit of moisture's got on the club from me setting up to hitting the shot. So a little bit lower spin with PXG. Peak height around the same, and the PXG just hitting it a little bit further, particularly because of those 2 with the low spin getting out there at 175 and 178. But all in all, very similar in performance. Right then guys, so we've looked at numbers, and for me, you know, not a massive amount of difference in looks, not a huge amount of difference in feel, and certainly performance not massively different. Like I said, there's a court case going on, so there's clearly needs to be differences in the way these are designed, and this is doing this video beforehand. I think both of them are fantastic clubs, and I think they've both performed very well. You know, there's pluses and negatives with both. Most people's negative feedback about the PXG is not that they say it's not a great product, that it is, that it's maybe just at a price point that isn't in everybody's reach. And even with Taylormade, you know, this P790 is a more expensive golf club, same price as kind of the P770s, but you do pay more for forged product, and I think most guys that like forged product don't have an issue with paying that little bit extra. So guys, thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed the video. Like I said, might do another video further down the line once the court case is out of the way. But the initial test between the P790s and the 0311XF irons, for me, didn't show a massive amount of difference in overall performance, looks and feel. As ever, appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. Like and share it if you've enjoyed it. Comment below and I'll try and get back to you. Subscribe to my channel if you don't already. Follow me on all the social media platforms. Hopefully catch up with some of you guys down here in the future. Stay in contact.